I wrote the book, The Cancer Misfit, because what I went through, I couldn't find a book about. So from my experience, when I was diagnosed with cancer, I describe it as I went into automatic. I went into survival mode. Like my emotions shut off. It was like, okay, I've got cancer. I don't want to die. What do I do? And it was almost like I was a robot. And I just did what I had to do. And I remember everyone going, God, you're so brave. And it wasn't that I was brave. It was just that I was numb and I wasn't feeling anything. And then the treatment ended and the doctor said, right, the treatment's over. You can go back to normal. So I did that because I thought, I'm going to do what the doctor told me. And I tried to go back to normal. But there's no going back after cancer. And there is sure as hell no normal after cancer. So my battle was after treatment. I'd lost sense of who I was. I didn't know how to move on. My life had been cancer treatment for 2 years. It had revolved around that. Suddenly that was gone. And it was like, no doctor tells you what comes next. Nobody prepares you. Nobody says to you, listen, you might suddenly get overcome with emotion. Nothing. Treatment finishes. I go back to my life. Suddenly I'm not in survival mode anymore. And I get the tsunami of emotions that just knock me off my feet. And I fell into a deep, deep depression after cancer. I would look life after treatment, support after treatment, and I couldn't find anything. There's so much for when you're diagnosed and you're going through it. And then suddenly, just because you've finished the treatment, it's like, you're done. So my book is to catch survivors for that bit. When you don't know what's next or how you're feeling or who you are anymore, that's why I wrote the book. It was a good 2 or 3 years that I was quite a lost soul. Maybe 2 years, I'd say. And it was that rock bottom for me that made me think, okay, you know what? I need to find a way out of this. And that's when my journey really began.
Hi, I'm Sean Miles, the host of the Passion Struck podcast. And we have new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. And you are not going to want to miss some of the upcoming ones that we have for you. These include the tremendous interview I had with Navy officer turned NASCAR driver Jesse Uwiji, who is breaking down barriers and has already won 2 NASCAR Diversity Awards. I also have an interview with NASA astronaut Kayla Barron, who's preparing to go to the ISS in October. And we talk about her journey from the Naval Academy to being a submariner to now being selected as one of the Artemis generation who will go to the moon and beyond. We also have upcoming episodes with brand specialist Amanda Slavin, Dr. Michael Lewis, who will talk about how to use omega-3s to treat traumatic brain injury and also PTSD. Derek Kurtz, who will talk to us about how she overcame cancer and her advice to so many women out there and men who are experiencing it in their life, and so much more. If you'd like to reach out to us before then, you can find us on Instagram at Passion Struck Podcast or on our YouTube channel at Sean R. Miles. Remember, make a choice, work hard, and step into your sharp edges.